guys, I've been working on this piece of shit crappy emulator for light gun games. It's like a gamepad, but this has been the worst emulator to set up for light gun games with mouse or gun con in my entire life. It is the biggest pile of steaming fucking shit ever to grace my computer. It has been horrendous. At least 10 hours. Right, this is PCSX2 of all the light gun games. So when you extract it, you'll have to first start it, and the only thing you should need to do, it will ask you where your ROMs folder are. So in this screen here, it will say, do you want to add ROMs? And obviously your ROMs are in here. So if I go to settings, it will emulator, graphics interface, games list. You won't have it here, this won't be here, but all you have to do, so I can remove that, all you have to do is find your ROMs, and put them in, and then it will come up with all the ROMs. The only thing you may want to change is the graphic settings, because I've got them internal at 5K. So you just go to settings, graphics, and here you can turn it down to whatever your resolution is. That's the only thing you really got to worry about. And obviously, you know, if it's running slow, you can turn down your anisotropic filtering. Then just go to close. Right, these are all the light gun games. I've missed a couple of the real terrible, diabolically crap ones, like Resident Evil Survivor. But I've got all the main ones here, and they all work. So I'll show you how to do the controls now. Right, each game has a different configuration. So we'll start on Time Crisis. Time Crisis are all the same. So what you have to do, go into controls, go down to the bottom here, and select Time Crisis Pack. Then load profile. So there's different Time Crisis. Time Crisis 1, which is on a Japanese version, and it's got a few other light gun games in there as well. Got Crisis Zone, Crisis 2, and Crisis 3. Alt Enter is full screen. I've added reshade just for clarity HDR. So on this one, you push the middle mouse and it shows up. So if I come out of the game, I'll show you. When you've chosen what game you want, for instance I chose Time Crisis, it will tell you what the keys are here. So start is return, and A is right mouse button. That's one to hide and dodge, because these don't correspond to what they say. Like shoot off screen would normally be to hide behind something, but that doesn't work, so it's set up differently. I'm using Aim Track at the moment because it is better on Time Crisis.
Crisis 2.
Bastard. And if you see, I'm leading just slightly the top of the screen, so I'll press escape, and you can go to settings. You want go to settings and which one is it? Render vertical stretch, so you can actually shrink it slightly so you can see more of the screen. Right, so we're going to close that game down. Time Crisis 3. And it's middle mouse button again to do calibration shot, and right mouse to exit.
One of the most beautiful Time Crisis 3.
I'm using the aim track. It's so much better than the Cinder, and at least you don't have to have borders put on it everywhere.
Here they come.
Action! Machine gun. Shotgun. Grenade. Handgun. Action!
No, it's my bloke. Sorry, mate. Shooting you. Alright, so that's that one. Close game. Then you also have this special one. I do believe this only came out in Japan, and it's got the original Time Crisis, and it's got point blank games as well. Same again, middle mouse button to calibrate, right mouse button to exit. And you can use your aim track as well. Start is enter. So you got your point blanks, Time Crisis, and that. don't know what I'm shooting. I can't read Japanese, Chinese, or Indonesian, or Cantonese, or whatever it is. Don't know what that is. Oh, piss off. Is that? Oh, that might be head to head. Don't know. I can't delete it. Oh, arse. Lost that one. Right, that one works. Oh, I didn't want to save state, but there you go. Right, end game is totally different. This was a bitch to do. So go to controllers, end game, load profile. Yes, because everything was totally different on here. Nothing seemed to configure right. It actually works on USB mouse 2, but it doesn't tell you that, so you're doing like USB 1, but no, don't work on that. I've just left it on there because I'm not going to change anything because it just messes about. So start is actually key 4. Trigger, shoot off screen, calibration shot is 5. So as you can see, my aiming's off at the moment, so I'm going to tick. Right, I think it's enter, yep. Right, maybe 1, no, 2, no, 3, 4. So it's key 4 to start. And obviously, we've got to go into the configuration. 2 is highlighted. I'm just using my mouse now, calibration. And it is my right mouse to exit. And you can press 1 to fast forward, I think it is. I know, key 4 to fast forward. See, it's all fucked up on this fucking emulator. Fucking piece of bollock shit, fuck twat. But trying to figure it out when you don't know anything about it. Oh. don't know if this will work with the aim tracks as a button configuration. Oh, it will. Right, so that's that one, guys. Right, GunCon 2, this is Death Crimson OX. So I'm going to go to, that's what it's called, GunCon 2. Load bindings. There is a way you can do it per game configuration, but I haven't figured it out yet and I can't be asked to. Right, I think this one's different. Oh, it's middle mouse button again to calibrate, and I think it's button 1 to exit. Yeah. Can't choose any of the options because if you put on D-pads on some of these games, it interferes with the crosshair, and then you can't play the game. Some games I've had it actually because you got buttons on the D-pad and then you get black screen. You're like, why the hell have I got black screen? It was working a minute ago, and trying to figure out why it wasn't working. That's how crap this setup is. The plug-in system was a lot easier. And my crosshair is my mouse cursor. Otherwise, you just get a normal cursor on the screen. I think there's a way to change it, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Oh no, that's in a minute. That's now. So that's Death Crimson. Gunfighter 2. This was another bastard because it doesn't run on the same configuration as the other games. So controllers. Jesse James. Load profile. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, just check your controls when you want to. See, this only works on 2 because normally you got offshoot or calibration shot, but you don't need any of them in this one. Like I said, sometimes you fill these in and the game will have a black screen or won't work. It's just absolute nightmare. Just imagine trying to figure out why one game won't work because you put in some of these, or you put in some of these, or you know, you put these in the wrong configuration and the game don't work, or black screen, or just yeah, sorry I keep going on, but it just drove me absolutely nuttily insane. More than I am already. So that's Alt Enter for full screen again. It's like I was doing a few videos last night. I thought I had it all sorted, so I done a couple of videos that didn't work. Then I done a couple more videos that didn't work, and I think it's like 10 hours later, and like I just gave up in the end. I can't remember what exit is on this one. That's right. Just a normal right mouse to exit. And up here, sometimes you're going, why isn't it working? Because you got to actually click on that one. And some of the games had like little windows within the window, and
It's midnight. We swing along,
on this one, for some reason at first I could only fire when I was pressing key 1 on, which was the D-pad at the time. Otherwise it wouldn't fire, so I had to restart and delete all the profiles to see why. And then of course I set up for my mouse because I got 10 button mouse, and of course I thought, oh, I bet half my viewers haven't got side buttons on their mouse, so I had to redo all the configuration again for a normal mouse configuration. Right, that's that one done. Ninja Assault. So controllers, profile, Ninja, and I can't remember whether it's that one or Tit Ass Wank for Virtual Cop. We'll find out in a minute, because one of them won't work and one of them will. Because that was the biggest nightmare ever to get that one to work. No, it didn't want just either. Do Ninja. Load profile. Middle mouse button again, yeah. What's exit? Might be key 1, yeah. I like the effects actually, like the splash screen. It's quite cool. Oh shit. Right, that's Ninja Assault. Police 24. Load profile, yep. Alt enter. see at the bottom I've got USB 1 and USB 2 because I couldn't figure out which one was what, and it's just having twat ass fits like if I use one, so I use both. The mouse ones are never quite as smooth. They were a lot smoother on the old version of PCSX2 with the plugins. It's better on Virtual Co-op. What? Hidden behind the bloody wall then? Oh, fuck off. Stupid woman run out in front of me. Says alright. Right, there you go. So silent scopes were totally different. They run on mouse. Same as that one did. Silent scope. Load bindings. All three of them are the same. But the thing is, you can't choose anything in the menu. You've only got the main game, because when I decided to actually like try and put the D-pad on, the mouse would disappear. So and it's a center mouse to start. Well, then they haven't done a bad job. Only took them 2 years to put it back in after we've taken it out. But you will see that this isn't as smooth. Calm down. Fuck off. See, it's quite juddery on the mouse. If you look at the woman, you get bonus life. Could be naked though. Would have been better. Some of these are actually easier, not zoomed in. Fuck off. Didn't even hit him, man. Right, so that's the Silent Scope games. Silent Scope 2, 3. I got to have a look at Time Crisis in a minute. So I played it earlier. Oh shit! I forgot to. It didn't seem after it updated. It didn't seem like my patch was working to get rid of the fog. So let's see if it's gone now. Load profile. This happened when you zoom, when you come out of cover and start a fire. You had like a haze that went across the screen. I had a patch to get rid of it, but after the update of the emulator, it decided not to work.
Outskirts of London. Within the complex, there are department stores, a hotel, a park, and an office building.
Didn't like that. Let's try again. Maybe because I started it after. I'm hoping. Yeah, there you go. That's just left, right on mouse button.
Garland Square recently. Time crisis. Crisis zone. Zone select. Dry Creek Plaza.
I got the bloody fog back again. I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Actually, about saving. Twatty thing. And the pain in the resistance controller, right? I can't remember which one it is. Ask fucking shit emulator or kit wank dick. Let's try that one. This was an absolute bitch. This one alone took me like 2 hours. We'll see. See, on this one you have black screen if you get it wrong. It was button 1 to start. Enter now maybe? No. Middle mouse? No. 4? No. Oh yeah. Maybe it wasn't that one then. I can't remember which one I just loaded. Or was it the other one? It might be that one. I think it is that one because you need WSAD keys to choose your options. But I do remember if you press the wrong one on this, then you get a black screen.
Virtual Cup Elite Edition.
Now I think it's enter. And enter again. Yeah, then you can use the WSAD keys to select which one. And it's middle mouse button to reload. Because originally I put it on the right mouse, but it wouldn't work on the right mouse, just had a black screen, so I had to put it on the middle mouse. Get out of me way. See, this is working my aim track as well. I just press reload. There you go. Oh yeah, twat. Help me, just walk out in front of me because I'm freaking stupid. Oh yeah, dick. Look, I have to reload then. Must be inbred, they all look the same. Right, there you go guys, that one working. Right, I'll see if I can do something about that fog patch now. After all that, now every game's working. It's just a bitch. Right, I've sorted out Crisis Zone. You haven't got that haze anymore over the top of it.
Square recently Crisis Zone. Zone select. Dry Creek Plaza.
And you can even pause it. I don't think you've got display depth on here. Well, I don't think it's going to work anyway by the looks of it. Only works when it's in game. Night vision. Cool. Yeah, I didn't think you had. Oh, fucking awesome, you have. Might be able to get RTGI. Never used to work with it. Right, ray tracing. I'm gonna run out of like time in a minute though. 13, enable, down, up, lighting channel. Can't see what I'm doing, but it's there, sort of. Might come up with image-based lighting. Right, let's turn it off for a minute. Might come out and out of it. None. But be able to see if it is working. So there we go, before and go to after. Oh, I haven't got clarity or anything on at the moment. Right. Oh yeah, mame. Oh, that's not even on there. Clarity. That's not even on there. I'll have to stick that on a minute then. Alright guys, I'll let you know how I get on with adding reshade to it now. Well, I put RTG on, but I don't think it makes that much difference really. So I've left it off. I put on clarity, smart sharp, HDR, and just pretty much about that. So I don't think it's worth putting anything else on. You could add a bit of bloom and that if you wanted to. Sometimes I find the emulator games are slightly dark, so I could have brightness, colour, saturation, and sometimes I like a bit more exposure, so it makes it a bit brighter, a bit crisper. Just gives it a bit more depth to the game. So there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed this because it's taken me bloody hours, so I hope you appreciate it. Cheers.